What's up, guys? It's Green Day Bowser. I'm finally bringing you something else. I actually already have a bunch of crap recorded that I do need to do, like post and stuff. I don't know why I didn't word that correctly, but I figure I'd give you something that's live because I have a Creative Sim and a Builder 2. I think I have two. One already commentated, one not commentated, so I can do that. But anyway, so here we are in Starlight Shores, I believe. Again, this is the second current household in Starlight Shores. I was actually going to do one in Los Anillos, which is a pretty awesome custom world that someone has created, but I'll save that for next time. Not necessarily next current household, because that household that I'm using isn't really current anymore, but maybe I might either do a mini LP there also, even though I've done too many of those already, or I might just do a little world showcase where I talk about it, and then I talk about the stuff that's defaulted there. But anyway, so let's get right into the household here. I actually built the house, it hasn't even loaded yet, but I actually built the house that they live in. I just need to get everything to load, because it's loaded them, the fences, and the plants. There we go. So this house I already put on the exchange a while ago, because this wasn't a speed build, this was just a normal thing I built on my own time. But the difference is, I will put the link to the exchange version of this house. There's a slight difference, or two slight differences. One, this room over here doesn't exist. I had to add that on because the two guys ended up adopting a child, so this over here is non-existent. At least on the exchange. It obviously exists because it's right in front of you, but on the exchange it doesn't exist. And then over here, the bathroom I had to modify. So it used to be just like my bathroom, actually, where it was a tub over here, and then all this was rotated facing this way. And it was a 2x8 bathroom because I tested out to see if it works, because I was like, hey, my bathroom works this way, it should work this way, and it does. But now, because the way the bedroom's laid out, or the bedroom and the bathrooms are laid out, that way they don't sleep in the wrong beds, even though I already have them assigned. Just that way they don't, use each other's computers, stuff like that. Also, I have it so that the child is locked out of the parents' bedroom, and the parents are locked out of the child's bedroom. I know that normally parents should have free reign over the whole house, but just so that they weren't going in and using his computer, I don't even know why you'd want to. It's one of those crappy computers. And instead of going into their office and using their fancier one. Oh, look, now the textures are mostly loading. I don't know why it's taking forever, but anyway. Yeah, so those are the differences. That's really all that is, minus the fact that this wall, like I said, this wall here, and the pictures along this wall that I took of them. But that's it. Everything else in this house is in this house when you download it. And another thing with that is, because the bathroom's extended one square, that means that this deck is one row smaller on mine compared to if you download it. It's hard to renovate. The thing is, I even noted that in the thing. It's hard to renovate because the house is as big as the lot. So if you try to extend, you have to use the inside space. You can't really do anything with the outdoor space. And I forgot to delete the photo booth. Excuse me while I do that. Because whenever I take pictures with their phone cameras, it's always like, no, that's cheap. So I have to... There you go. If you're wondering why they have so many money, that's so much money, that's because I used free real estate, just because I was like, this is a nice house, you don't have money, let's just, yeah. So that's what I did, and zoomed into the floor. So I guess I'll give you a tour of the house, and then I'll explain to people, because I am going to put this house on the exchange. It already is up there, actually. I just need to put the link on the exchange. It already has like 44 downloads. I'm happy. So let's actually go into buy mode, so that, which I just came out of, so that it can go day-night. That way you can see it in broad daylight. So here's what it looks like from the outside. I really do like how this one came out. I actually tried. I did some landscaping with the terrain paints and put flowers and plants. And that tree over there, mini tree. I actually really do like it. So inside this house, which is funny how the objects don't appear, but the person does. Outside this house, it's actually really nice. I don't know what style it would be, but it's a nice one-story house for 50,000 frickin' simoleons. Yeah, it's really expensive. I didn't mean for it to be that expensive, but it's expensive. And guess what I realized? I extended the wall without extending the roof, so I should do that now, actually. Because like I said, I extended the outer space slightly. I pushed the wall in, which changed the fences and everything too, but what did I did not mean to get the window. That's not what I went for. I went for the floor. Thank you. But yeah, so sorry that I'm expanding this now in front of you instead of realizing that off the camera, because I'm kind of stupid, if you haven't noticed. So, it was one of these roofs, wasn't it? I think so. So I'll make this actually extend across this way. There we go. So now it's the full... I was wondering, because the roof looked like it was clipping the edge, and it was. So there's you, and there's you... Although there's a slight clippage here in this area, but that's just, there we go. I didn't level it out yet. That's because the fact that these two roofs are conjoined. But anyway, that happens with anyone who does stuff like that. So let's actually look inside the house. I have a feeling these noises of me building are too loud. So I'm sorry if they end up being too loud, but, so I'm going to actually take the walls down for now. Because, yeah, I've already showed you what this whole thing looks like with walls. It's pretty, yes it is, but... Down. Okay, so basically, just so that you can see... Actually, you know what? No, I'll leave it up. This is their living room. They're actually currently watching TV in the living room. Maybe I should go ground level and, like rotate with it and then go in through with, like, this. Yeah, that works better. Basically, their house is like this, and I just rotated into the bedroom. It has doors to the two bedrooms now because I added this one, and I guess I can just kind of zoom out too. Their TV's over here on the wall, pictures, two windows. The living room comes right out the door, so I know it's weird, but I'm sorry. The kitchen is this little narrow slant hallway thing, and then it leads you into here, which has nice cabinets and counters. Counters are recolored versions of stuff from Ambitions, and the top is stuff from Late Night, I think. And then the bar stools are from Supernatural, I think. I don't remember. And then this other fancier stuff is, I believe all the appliances are base gaming, including the sink. And then over here is the dining table from Town Life, which I actually got for free thanks to the anniversary passing. I know the deal is expired now, but hey, if you got it for free, you got it for free. I already pointed that in another video. The rug, which I'm proud of because I textured. I did a lot of creative style here. And there's 4 chairs. I know there's some people who know why I picked those 4 colors, and you are probably one of my closest friends if you know that, considering I usually don't tell people about my other characters. And that's what those 4 colors came from. In fact, I even used them on a rug that was over in this area before I demolished that area and put the room in. There wasn't really anything there, it was just 2 rugs, but you know what I mean. I wasn't trying to say demolish, I was trying to say built, but I ended up using the reverse of that. Anyway, over here is the, if I can get a good angle, this camera always moves too fast. Now that I have to get used to it being fast again, I got so used to it being so slow. Children's bedroom. They only have 1 boy, but this is in case they end up adopting another boy, or if once this becomes the next generation, the other boy has 2 boys. Or maybe even a boy and a girl. I don't know how things are going to work out. But anyway, I had fun with move objects in this room. Because I made it super... Okay, now I can take the walls down. The walls are getting annoying. But I made it super cluttery if you look inside here. Because I have a bunch of crap hidden underneath the desk. And some stuff on the desk. And a drawing bookshelf. A drawing over here for the pad. And then something underneath the end table. And, you know, stuff like that. So that's the child's bedroom. He sleeps on the top bed and his desk's underneath it, but this bed's just in case he has a friend over or something else, like another kid. The office over here actually has 4 university life things, so here I'll put the walls back up just really fast. Yeah, see, his room has a bunch of university references too, because he's only a child and, you know, maybe he likes the football teams, I don't know. But it has the 4 symbols from the different schools, and they have a fancier computer. And they used to have 2 bookshelves, but when I extended, in order to make this door go in, I had to rotate the office this way, and since the window's here... but yeah, there's one thing I don't like, because if you get it, it looks prettier because the desk is against the window, and everything is against the window and on the sides, so you actually get to look out the window as you're using your computer, which is awesome, and I actually don't get that luxury because my laptop is on my desk, which is facing the opposite of my window, although I could always just use it on my bed, which I do half the time. But anyway, I had put this book pile in the corner, and then I used move objects and alt to move this one in here. So those are in the corner there, and then the bookshelf's over here, which a bunch of books in it because I moved the books from the other bookshelf into here. And then I'm still in roofing, apparently. I just noticed that now. And then back here is the bathroom, which I've already told you about. Is a mirrored version of my bathroom with an extra square added. Because I had to move the bathtub this way to get it to work, because rotating it does nothing apparently, because it's shielded on that side. And then rug, which I didn't bother retexturing for some reason. Counters, which are the same as the other ones, surprisingly, just in their original colors, with the wall mirrors behind it. And then makeup. You'll see why, even though there's two guys, there's makeup in a second. And then soap and toilet, and yeah. Parents' bedroom, adult's bedroom, whatever you want to call it. This one I actually kind of had some fun with. I textured everything all checkerboardy. And this is how I realized I had to have a punk person somewhere in this house, because I have a painting on the wall of... Or not a painting, but a poster on the wall of this one punk band. I don't even know what they're called, because I can't read Simlish, and I didn't actually read the description of them, but they look pretty cool. And then over here is just doodles. Not done by my sim, it was the art thing from Ambitions, but I decided to keep them there just to kind of... And then this is how you get to the backyard. It's through the parents' room, so... I actually had to lock this door too, because the kid went around and came into the parents' door. So if he has to go to the backyard, he has to go around, because technical problems, but who cares? And then over here's... The bed is actually the Showtime bed, and so is this dresser. I don't know, I used a lot of Showtime stuff in this room, actually. Except for these are university, believe it or not. And then the lights are into the future, and the plants glitch through the wall. But yeah. So, I think I covered the entire house. Yeah, because the backyard just has this little table. That's it. And then the front yard's nothing special. Parking spot, big place for if you do want to put stuff in front. Yeah. And actually, if you put this on a bigger lot, it's on a 25-25. The reason I say there's not much expansion is because it has to be at least on a 25-25 because of the panels and the design stuff. But if you do put this on a bigger lot and you center it, or even if you start it on the edge of the lot like this, you can expand it and have a huge backyard or a huge front yard, or even just the same sized front back and a huge house in the center. You can do whatever you want with it once you download it. This is what I did because I'm kind of cheap with houses. But anyway, I spent like maybe, I don't know how long I've recorded, but I'm assuming about 10 minutes ranting about the house. I mean, it's current household, not current house. So I think I should get into the people now. Back to nighttime. I'll let them do their thing. Here. So here's the two boys. Here, I'll have him change into his, everyday, so that you can actually see what his everyday looks like. Because right now he's in his pajamas, and he's in his everyday. Load your pajama, or not your pajamas. I almost said load your pajamas, which means pajamas. But no, there you go. Now sit back down. You can sit. You can sit. Go ahead. Are you gonna sit? Thank you. Okay, I guess I'll pause now just to keep them from getting up so you can see what they look like. So I used a lot of custom content, actually, and store stuff with them. I thought I paused you. Pause. This is Amai, which literally means sweet, like or sweet as in S-W-E-E-T. He's really girly. This hair is actually, I don't even remember who I got it from, but it's a piece of custom content, yeah. And the shirt I got off the Sims resource, and I loved it because it's really feminine. And no matter what, even there's a version of it that's not off the shoulder that's part of the same pack. And it's like a normal shirt with like, the U-neck, like a typical neck, and both shoulders on. But it still looks really feminine, and that's why I like it so much. And that's why I decided to make him, because he's really, really girly. That's why there's makeup and stuff like that. Like if you look at his face, there is slight makeup on him. He has blush and slight faint lipstick and pierced ears all the way up the sides. His eyes are purplish pink, and his hair is... You can't see it in this lighting, but his hair is actually blonde-ish, surprisingly. Like, maybe you'll see it better over here. It's brownish blonde, and there's pink at the end of it. And apparently he wants food. Yeah, he wants food. He's wearing white skinny jeans from university, and also the same shoes from university, only I changed the textures to make them checkerboarded, although they don't look as good as I was hoping they would. And here is Zane Morado. Ha, Morado means purple, and so that's kind of a stupid pun. But anyway, he's kind of a jerk, surprisingly. He's like the exact opposite of Amai. Like, I have no clue how they even got together. But basically, Zane, he has purple earrings all the way up the sides, and he has facial piercings, and this is custom content. All of us is, obviously, including the facial piercings, because while that was a thing in The Sims 2 or so I've heard, it's not a thing in 3 unless you get the mods for it, so I had to. The custom content pieces. But anyway, this over here is custom content hair. I love it. I use it so much, especially I haven't vlogged lately, but I might have to do another one so you can see my hair. I got it cut almost a month ago now. Actually, a month ago this week, and it's similar to this. It's not as close on the side, but it's similar. I have the half shave now, which is awesome. But anyway, so he's wearing a shirt that I actually got using the free sim points that you get when you have to watch the ads, because the shirt's only 50 sim points, I believe, 50 or 75, but I think it's 50, and it's really cool, and I love it so much, especially on him. It really fits him. I colored the rims and the sleeves purple, and I left the rest of it the same. And he's wearing Showtime pants, because these are cool pants. And it's, you can't see it on him because of the jacket, but it's the one that has the slanted side belt that's like out of cloth, so I checkerboarded that, and I made the zippers have red outlines. And then he has black Converse, because black Converse are great. I actually have a pair of them myself, which I think I've said a million times. And where are you? Where are you? Oh, you're over here. Oh yeah, you stayed your night at your friend's house. I forgot about that. This, if it would load, yep, right here, is Kiseki, which means miracle, and his last name is a combination of their last names. I couldn't fit the full last names, so I had to cut off a few letters, but yeah, his last name's a combination of their last names, so it's Uchikina, which is shy. So his name literally is really stupid, but not literally, that's not what it means, but you know what I mean. His name is stupid. If you translate it to English, it's sweet shy, but it fits his personality, and I do like the name overall together sounding right. And then Zane, he used to be Zane Murado, but it says Uchikina now because they married. But, and since he's the first person I created, I figure he'd kind of force him to use his last name. I don't know. Like, he's really girly, so you figure it would be the other way around, that I can't speak. I'm sorry. That he would take Zane's last name, and he'd be Amai and Murado, but I like the way that, I don't know. I like the other last name better. So the son is the combination. But they adopted him just yesterday in 2 days ago in real life time. But like 3 days ago, maybe, a sim time? 4 days ago. And I modified him a bit, obviously, to make him look more, even though it's not meant to be genetic, I made him look a little bit more genetic. And he has pink and purple in his outfits too, only not as much pink and purple, because I don't want him to be, like... What I'm going to do with him, actually, is I'm going to have it so that he sways. Basically, when he hits teenager, whoever he's closer to, he's going to get more influenced by them. When he hits young adult and moves out, whoever he's closer to, he's going to swing and shift over to be more like that. So if he's closer to Zane, he's going to dress in darker colors, blacks, purples, be more manly, maybe get his head half shaved, I don't know, something cool. Maybe get it dyed a darker color. If he's more towards Amai, he's going to let it grow out and probably get Amai's hairstyle, the long side thing. He's going to start wearing more girly clothes, stuff like that. And if he stays centered, he'll look pretty much like he does now, only older. He'll have the same hairstyle, it'll stay brown. He'll wear normal clothes that have a mix of both their colors, stuff like that. Maybe even develop his own color. Since I adopted him, I don't even know what his favorites are. When I edited him, I never bothered. White. Okay, so he already is pretty neutral. That's interesting, actually. But yeah, let's move this into motion and watch him go down the slide, although he went down really weird. I don't even know who his friend is and why he's even over here. He stayed at a friend's house, but I can't find his friend. Last time I came over here, his friend wasn't even, like, here. Like, I don't know who your friend is. You're just hanging out at some dude's house and he's not even here. Like, I don't know, maybe he's upstairs? Oh, yeah, of course. You're down here and he's on his computer. Yeah, Nigel is on his computer. And you're, like, on his cheap computer, and you're downstairs, or downstairs on the slide. Like, what kind of friendship is that? Like, I'm gonna go play in your yard at 8 at night, and you're gonna use your computer. Yeah, totally. And he's apparently eating waffles, so good for you, Amai. But anyway, yeah, so that's kind of what this place is. I guess I should actually go over more about them, like their traits and stuff, because I didn't do that. So that's what I'm gonna do. Amai is socially awkward, shy, good, hopeless romantic, and friendly, and he actually is going to be an adult in 10 days, because I just started with him. He's a Virgo, and he likes pop music. Oh, crap, curfew. Come home. You need to go home. But anyway, and he likes pop, sushi, and pink, and he's currently, oh yeah, I forgot, he's married to, Zane already. That's why their last names changed. Duh. He's a level 2 stylist. And so he just hit level 2, like, last time, and then they got days off for marriage, so he needs to... I'm hoping those days go by fast, so that he can get back to work, because I kind of want to get him up higher, because his lifetime wish is to hit the level 10 there. And he has 3 cooking skill points, apparently. And yeah, that's basically him. And then Zane over here is, a party animal, inappropriate, hot-headed, commitment issues, and dislikes children. So he's a big jerk, basically. That's what I was saying. He's a big jerk. And he has 11 days till he's an adult, so he's slightly younger than Amai. And he's a Taurus, and he likes geek rock, chili con carne, and purple. And obviously, son, husband. He is actually a roadie, which is the level 2 music career, and again, break. So his lifetime wish is the Rockstar. Path of Rockstar appeals to a mini sim, reach level 10 in the music career track. So he's learning how to play guitar and stuff. And he has 1 skill point in cooking and 2 in guitar. His guitar actually looks really cool. I'm going to drag it out really fast so you can see it. I customized it and stuff. So it is purple with a black neck, and the bottom pieces are silver. And then the lights glow silver. It's the purple, sorry. It's the Into the Future guitar, and I really love this guitar. It's expensive, but if you have the money, go for it. It's really pretty, especially if you change it. It's awesome. Yeah, so that's him. I do need to buy some lifetime stuff for them soon. That way they don't, kill each other. Because the fireproof homestead, if I have enough. Here's Kiseki. He's good, virtuoso, and friendly. This stuff I didn't do here. I changed this, but this I didn't do. Geek rock, key lime pie in white. Interesting. And he obviously goes to school as a... You apparently wear future clothes. But anyway, he goes to school as an elementary school student. And he's, he'll eventually go into, middle and high, eventually. And he's actually doing good with his homework. Did he do all his homework? Because if he did, that would be the first time a sim did its homework on its own. Yeah, you did. Good job. Are you home yet? I think so. But yeah, he is. But yeah, that's basically that. And he goes to school, obviously. And he doesn't have any skills yet. So I think I'll have him go to bed because he's tired. So yeah, stop playing your computer. Go sleep. There you go. And you are still watching TV, but you're probably going to want to go to bed too. So I guess I can send everyone to bed. I can go back down to cut away though. Sleep. How are you doing on energy? Pretty bad. So you guys can all sleep, and I guess I can end that there because I explained everyone to you and I showed you the house, and I was like, yeah. So I'm definitely going to mess around more with them, and if I'm still using them by end of April, beginning of May, or if I jump back to them around that time, then I'll definitely update you on what's going on here. Because this is just right now. I would go back to the household of 8, but that thing's chaotic, and I don't think I ever want to go back. Or if I do, I'm going to have to do some mass stuff. Maybe even a mass murder and kill a couple people just so that it's not as hard, but, So, they're in bed now, and that's great. And everyone's asleep, and he has school in the morning, I think. Yeah, it's only Monday. So, yeah, that's basically what's up in the household. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll definitely start trying to get that other stuff out there. And I do need to update some parts from my other Let's Plays, like the classic world and the creatures and, all that stuff. But I'll do that eventually. I'm having too much fun with them to really want to switch out. But yeah. I'll talk to you guys in the next time. Yeah, see ya.